Hey, what's up YouTube and that one person who actually watches my videos. In today's video we'll be talking about why I didn't buy NASCAR Heat Evolution. It's kinda odd that I'm playing a Formula 1 game even though my heart is with NASCAR. But the reason why I didn't buy NASCAR Heat Evolution is because it just lacked on so many promises. I mean, I talked about it inside a couple other videos earlier on this channel, and I talked about how even though it was missing a lot of features like car customization and the UI looking like garbage, the graphics not being there, I still said that I would have given it a try. But honestly, at this point the game is really disappointing. I think the thing that made it look that bad was the game physics. Like, if the game looked like garbage but the physics at least looked great, I think I would have bought it. But after seeing how the game physics look, and it kind of looking like a lot more arcadey, I decided not to. It's kind of odd that I ended up buying a Formula 1 game instead, because normally I'm such a big NASCAR fan. But Formula 1 games made by Codemasters, they're a lot more detailed inside the actual sport. I know Codemasters have been around a lot more than DMR games, because DMR games haven't made a game since 2003, and that was on like the PS2. So this is the first time they're making it on a new console, and the first time they're making a game in a long time. I just really I just really can't put my money next to a game that's gonna disappoint me. I'd rather put my money with Formula 1 2016. Even though Formula 1 doesn't have any ovals, and that's something that I've really wanted to drive on for a long time, and the only ovals that I have is on Forza, and that's only Daytona and Indianapolis. I wanted more mile and a halves, more short tracks like Bristol, but really I can't bring myself to actually get into NASCAR Heat Evolution. I think honestly I'd probably go back to the 360 and play NASCAR 14. To be honest with you, it's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy that NASCAR 14, a game that came out in 2014, looks better than a game that came out in 2016. And on a better console, a more powerful console, it looks better on the older one. I mean, they are a smaller developer, but I just I just feel like they just half-stepped the game. Like, I feel like nobody really worked on it. Like, who made the UI for this game? The UI for this game is literally like, okay, we need a UI for the track. Okay, just make a square and put Daytona Speedway in the middle. Just put a square and a logo in the middle. Like, it felt like there's some stuff in the game that they put effort in, and there's some stuff that just left it out. Like, they just hired like a 2-year-old to go and make the UI for the game. Like, I probably could make better UI than this, and I'm an amateur. I didn't go to any lessons for Photoshop. I didn't go to any lessons for graphic design, and I think with a little bit of practice, I could probably make better UI than them. You know, I could easily make a square and then put Daytona International Speedway in the middle. It's just so easy to do it, and I just don't know why they didn't do it. And also, I don't like the art style inside the game. From every single gameplay footage, the art style looks like, I can understand the graphics looking a little bad, but the game just looks dark and dusty. It looks like there's a layer of dust on everything. Like, I've seen much older games that have a better polish than this. Like, games from Nintendo, from like the Nintendo 64. Like, Super Mario 64 has a better polish than this. I just feel like everything is just been dusted down, and it just doesn't go good. Like, if you're gonna make a game that lacks in graphic, just put like poppy, vibrant colors in it so it can feel more arcadey, instead of looking like somebody just dug up this game and all the cars are covered with dust. There's nobody inside the garage polishing them. Like, everything just looks so dark and grimy. It just doesn't look like a fun game to play. And also, I feel like they don't have that much commitment with this. They said that they're gonna add car customization in a later iteration of the game. They didn't say the next game. They didn't say they're gonna put in an update, but a later iteration of the game, meaning that it could be the next NASCAR game. It could be the game after the next NASCAR game, or we cannot know. I don't understand why. Literally, the last, I don't know how many, the last 10 years plus a NASCAR. I think even more than that, all hardcore customization. Like that's all we want. All we NASCAR fans like in Formula One they don't have car customization either, you know, you just use the car that you have. You have helmet customization. That's probably better than all the customization in NASCAR. But us NASCAR fans, we want to go and be able to make cool paint schemes and use different sponsors and make cool looking race cars, because that's what a lot of NASCAR fans like, including myself, to be able to go and to make these cool paint schemes, kind of make some of the retro paint schemes and put them on the modern cars, kind of make your own paint scheme, kind of bring a combination of so many different things into the atmosphere of the game. But they just seem to lack on it. Like it just some stuff about this game just gives me a headache to think whose idea was it to add a character customization before a car customization. Like when we're playing a NASCAR game, we don't look inside the driver's seat. I don't care how my driver looks, right? I don't care if he's white, if he's black. I don't care if he's ugly or if he's fat. I just want the car to look cool, and the cars do not look cool inside career mode. They have like one sponsor, they have a basic color scheme. You can't really put any creativity into this game. And that's just from, all of this is from my perspective. If you've actually went and played NASCAR Heat Evolution, give me your opinions of the game. Is the game physics actually good? Do you think it's worth $60? Do you think if it costs probably half the price, would you think of getting it? Let me know in the comment section what you think about NASCAR Heat Evolution. I want to play a NASCAR game so badly, but I'm just not risking putting money into this pile of garbage. No offense to DMR games. It's the first thing they've made inside quite a while, so I'm gonna cut them some slack, but there's just some stuff that I feel like you could have easily done. Stuff that you made a game in 2003. It's not like you've never made a game before. You could make better UI than that. Come on.